make our first stop at the pumpkin house. We can walk up and speak to Jack-o'-lantern.
You there? Yes, I remember you. Back for more seeds, are you?
Oh, yes, indeed. It's good to have a purpose. Even if, admittedly, the festival turnout looks like it will be a tad low. Because my programming demands it. Priority 0. Gather pumpkins and prepare for the festival. See, the mandate couldn't be clearer. Kindly fetch me some pumpkins to carve, will you? You will be adequately compensated, I assure you.
And we can go ahead and head out back and find him some pumpkins. After we've collected all the pumpkins, we can go ahead and head back to Jack.
It can't be called the pumpkin house without more pumpkins. You there? Wait, I know you. Welcome. As usual, many thanks for your service. As promised, here are your seeds.
For completing the daily trick-or-treat, we received 10 radioactive pumpkin seeds and 3 pumpkin grenades. And with that, we can start exploring the house, I guess. We can find a skeleton mask on a skeleton. We can go ahead and head inside. Some candy on the table. We can also find a pumpkin pie recipe and a pumpkin pie. Go ahead and head upstairs. A witch hat on the shelf. And we can find a note on the dresser that reads pumpkin carving automation notes. Well, I finally got all the robots online and programmed to carve out jack-o'-lanterns. I'm still having problems with them setting pumpkins down without rolling over. All things considered, I'm feeling pretty good about this automation idea. Wendy named the greeting robot Jack-o'-lantern. I think the kids will love it. October 31st is almost here. With any luck, this should be our biggest event to date. There's a body in the tub with 3 caps. And that looks like it's about it for the pumpkin house. Next we head over to the North Mountain Lookout, just northwest of the pumpkin house in the Savage Divide. As we walk up to the truck, we can see a pumpkin and what looks like some Halloween decorations. Cat and a pumpkin. Some beds on the ground for some reason. We can just head on up to the top though.
Now that people have come back to this area, they'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation.
When we get to the top, there's Halloween decorations everywhere. You can find some candy in a cauldron.
The ferals don't get you, the rats will.
And a skeleton costume to go with the mask we found down at the pumpkin house. Nice. Man, they got decorations everywhere up here. It's pretty sweet. A witch hat. And a note that says department notice. You have received numerous warnings which you continue to ignore. Your defiance is inexcusable. Watchtower number 5 is not your personal Halloween party pad. Take down all of the Halloween decorations immediately. Recover the abandoned government-issued furniture and stop ignoring your radio. If you don't, the two of you will be immediately removed from your post. Regional Director Blake of the U.S. National Park Service. And another one. Operators in Tower Number 3 have reported witnessing furniture being thrown from the balcony of Tower Number 5. We have attempted to reach you by radio, but have received no response. Please contact Department Headquarters immediately. Regional Director Blake of the U.S. National Park Service again. And another notice. We've noticed that the two of you have been buying department-issued Halloween decorations from the other towers. The use of some decorations is allowed, but excessive decorating can obscure visibility from your tower windows. Please use sound judgment and return any borrowed decorations to their respective towers. Regional Director Blake, U.S. National Park Service. Next we head to Freddy Fear's House of Scares in the mire. As we walk up, we can hear what sounds like a radio, but it's actually this robot named Jess-2R. Sounds like Jester. He usually plays radio shows that are pretty creepy. But if we walk inside, we can usually find quite an assortment of Halloween costumes in here. A few decorations. Clown hat. Some cakes and gumdrops. Witch's hat. Another skull mask. And a clown outfit. Not much back here. If we have the utility key, we can go out back. Not much in here, looks like a closet. If we go over here, there's a kitchen.
In my current condition, my only forecast for myself is
A long nap in a deep hole.
If we go through here, we can find the restaurant portion of the building. And if we go around the side, we can find a balcony to head up. Some more stairs. Leads to a dead end though. Just the top of the building. Turn around though, there's a door over here. Looks like it might be an apartment. Use the rusty key to get in, and Looks like just another storage area. Bunch of computers. Empty duffel bag. Not much. Sleeping bag. As we leave though, we can find a note. Leaving town. They're on to us. I was fired. I'm leaving town tonight. Stay safe. LS. Our next location is Alpine River Cabins in the forest. We can walk up to what looks like a bulletin board, and we can find a note that reads Alpine River Cabins Guest Book. Looking at the paper, it reads April 17th. Brendan and Lori Aaronholt. Perfect place to relax for the weekend. We'll be back soon. May 3rd. The Jefferson family. The kids love swimming in the pond and spotted the local deer. Visitors must feed them often. They are everywhere. May 21st. James, Blake, Allison, and Stephanie. Boring. There's nothing to do around here. Won't be coming back. July 15th. The Taylors. Overall very peaceful location. We heard some weird noises the first night. Assumed it was just some teens messing around. August 5th. Jackson and Beverly Hart. Creepy noises. Bears roaming around. Too close at night, and I swear the pictures on the walls were changing positions. Will not be visiting again. For some reason, we seem to keep hearing some screaming, which is pretty creepy. Maybe that's the noises the people were hearing. Go ahead and check out all the cabins. Doesn't seem like anything out of the ordinary. Flipped over bed. Seems pretty normal. Looks about the same here. You can find a holotape on the table that reads Alpine River Cabins Complaint.
Hi, this is Gabe Ramses, and I'm leaving this message to inform the Parks and Rec Department of the horrible experience my family and I had this week at the Alpine River Cabins. Look, we were all looking forward to a nice weekend getaway in the wilderness, but between the constant shaking in the cabins, rodent swarms,
Didn't I leave this door open?
blood-curdling screams, well, I'm more stressed than I was before. My boys were so upset they swore they saw the picture frames spinning on the walls. My tax dollars pay your salaries, so I demand recompense, or you can bet I'll do my
What's with all these
darndest to make
wires?
sure that money is in someone else's pocket next election. And one more thing. Maybe you could get off your lazy butts and pick up some garbage here. This place is filthy. I know all the recent hubbub about atomic war, but that doesn't mean the place has to look like it was just hit with a nuclear bomb.
If we take a look up here, there's a big loudspeaker, but connects to this cabin. Oh, no, that's a clothesline. But where does that wire go? There's another wire that goes to this cabin and that cabin. What the heck? Where else does this cable go? I guess if we just keep following it, we'll figure out where it goes. Looks like it leads to this tree house. Sleeping bag. Terminal. Lure creatures. I guess that's why they saw all those deer. Sounded like it made a whistle noise when I clicked on that. Stop automated sequence. What? Play sounds. Rotate pictures. Lure creatures. Simulate earthquake. Close cabin doors. And run automated sequence. Well, that's crazy. Seems like everything going on at these cabins was just a big old prank. For our final location, we can head over to the Torrance house in the forest. If you couldn't already tell, this location is actually a reference to a horror novel by Stephen King called The Shining, which was later adapted into a film by Stanley Kubrick.
Approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed.
If we head over to this balcony, we can actually find a tricycle and some blocks that spell out red rum. If we look out back, we can find a hedge maze. In the conclusion to The Shining, the main character, Jack, chases his son and wife out into a hedge maze behind the property in the middle of winter, and he ends up getting lost in the hedge maze and freezes to death. And we can try and maneuver our way through the hedge maze and see if we can find him. After destroying all of the robots, we can turn around and find the skeleton of Jack Torrance, still clutching onto his axe in the hedge maze. And that about does it for 5 spooky locations in Fallout 76.